Hey crafty cuties, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are doing well. If you are new to my channel, my name is Jessica, and I hope that you will subscribe if you like crafty videos so you will not miss out. So today I wanted to start this video out with a quick announcement, and that announcement is very exciting. If you follow me on Instagram, then you may already know that I have joined a design team for Sarah Hurley. So I am part of the Sarah Hurley community, and I could not be more excited, you guys. And she has, like I said, a bunch of really cool files on Slhouette. So if you guys have a Cameo, you should definitely check out her designs. I'll have them linked below, or I'll have a link to her designs. But also she has a website where she sells a bunch of cards and stationery and personalized gifts. And when you think personalized gifts, I think a lot of times you would think of, oh, maybe a bag with just your name on it. But no, she has bags that have personalized watercolor pictures, and she has pictures that can be personalized with a watercolor picture. So really, really cool stuff. And really all that means for you guys is that you'll probably be seeing me do a bunch of really cool projects with her products. And hopefully that will help you to find new products that could be useful to you. She also has stamps, which I am really excited about. So enough for that long intro, let's get into it. And today I will be showing you how I make a DIY stencil, and that will be using one of her designs, which is this scallop design right here. So there you can kind of see it. So I made this stencil, and I made this by choosing one of her scallop designs, and honestly all I did was put this into my the design studio, and then she has them already sized to 6x6, but you can also size it to 12x12, which would be really cool because you would have big scallops. But I like this size for cards, and so I used some acetate. And they do have stencil material as well, but I really liked this acetate, and it's super thick and easy to use. I did have to cut mine at a 7 for the cut blade, so keep that in mind if you use something similar, but test out and see what works for you. It was super simple to get this stencil, that almost rhymed. And now we are going to get into our shaker card. I am starting with 2 pieces of Tim Holtz watercolor paper that measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I will be using the stencil on one piece, which will be the front of our shaker, and then I'm setting the other aside. Now, no worries if you don't have one of these stencils, or you don't have a Slhouette to make a stencil. You can just use distress ink, or you can really color the front however you would like if you're trying to recreate a card like this. I'm using the Sweet Stamp Shop Mermaid stamp set. So cute. I love that stamp set. I look for any excuse to use that. And then I'm grabbing out a few colors here. I will have them listed below. I believe it's Salty Ocean, Peacock Feathers. Yeah, I'll have them listed below for you guys. So I'm starting out by taping my stencil over the paper here, and I sped this up a ton because I do take a while to build up the color how I wanted. And I did want the coloring to be kind of random, so that is why the stencil is sideways like this. And I knew that I would be cutting out a hole in the middle, so I didn't really worry too much about blending that in the middle. I'm just using a top of a mason jar here to measure and cut out with my Exacto knife where I want the shaker window to be. And I did use the distress ink on the edges of this cardstock. Now, instead of using foam tape, I like to use fun foam, which is in the kids section usually, and I will just go ahead and basically cut out the fun foam to mimic the card front. And then I have some plastic here, and that's actually just from some packaging. And I just cut that out to measure the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Here is the back of the shaker card, and I just used some distress ink on that. And now I went ahead and stamped out a ton of these stamps just because I was using them for another project. And now I am coloring in my stamped images with the Zig Real Brush Cleaning Color markers. And basically I just color around the edges, and then I use my brush with a little bit of water to finish in the middle. These markers are so easy to work with. If you guys are looking for some new markers or you want to try out watercolor markers, I highly suggest these markers, you guys. You can get them on Amazon in a set for a pretty good deal. I'll try to find the deal that I got and I'll have it linked below for you guys. But these markers are just so much fun to work with. They actually have a brush, obviously, hence the name Real Brush. So at this point, I basically just colored a few of the images. I wasn't too sure what I was going to put on the card front, so I would rather just color everything at once while I have my markers out. So here they are all colored and cut out. And now I'm using Scor Tape on the back of the front of the shaker card. And I am removing that so that I can place down my plastic. And then on top of the plastic goes your foam tape or your fun foam. I love that the fun foam is just a really inexpensive way of making shaker cards. And then I am going to go ahead and fill my window here. And I'm just using a variety of sequins from my stash. Now I also colored in some of these tiny shells from the stamp set, which I didn't show, but I used those in the shaker window as well. Now I am placing the back of my shaker card, and we are almost done. So there you go. I love the way that the little colored shells look inside this shaker. So now I'm basically just going to decorate the front, and I kind of had an idea here, so I am also using some distress ink around my little sentiment. Says, today calls for a narwhal hug. So I'm just finishing up this card now with some sequins, some Wink of Stella, and I wanted to show you one more way that I like to use this scallop file from Slhouette. I like to use it as a cover up, and I will show you this card at the end. But sometimes adhering cover-ups like this that are really intricate can be hard to adhere nicely. So I used my sticker maker, my Xyron sticker maker. I'll have a review linked here for you guys if you want to see more about this sticker maker. But that makes this so easy to adhere to cards. And if you don't have a sticker maker, they do also make these really cool pins that are, it's basically a glue pin. And the one I have is by Tombow. I'll show you it right here. And that also makes adhering something really intricate much easier. So yes, so what I did is I just cut out some cardstock with the scallop design, and I used distress ink on the top. So back to the shaker card, here it is all complete. I love this card, and I will show you a shot of the second card I made using that cover up. I also really like that effect. I think it's fun and kind of different. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you in the next one. Love you guys, bye!